Hi, I'm Dawson, and today we're going to be talking about storyboarding. Let's get into it. This is my basic storyboard layout, and everybody does it differently. So, what I do is I line up my shots and I draw them. So, let's say we start our story out with a guy with a samurai sword. And you don't really have to worry about drawing faces at all, as long as you can get like the proportions of what's going on in the story, and that's really all that matters. It can even be a stick figure that you're drawing, as long as you can convey what's happening in that shot. That's all you need, is to get your point across. So right here, we're having a guy with a samurai sword looking off at someone else over here. I would think it would look good with a little zoom, so I draw a little tiny box of how far I want it to zoom into. And I draw arrows to represent that it is zooming in this shot. It's also good to write little blurbs of what's happening on the top. It can be very basic or elaborate of what's happening. In the next shot, I want to have the next character. Now this one's going to be a wide shot, so it's just going to be him standing over here. I want trees in the background, so very basic stuff. Very basic stuff. He's going to be standing here, and I want it to follow the rules of thirds. So just very lightly so I understand what's happening. So he's actually going to be standing right here. This guy is going to have nunchucks with a hat. With this shot, I want it to be dollying to the left, so just on the edge, I'm going to be doing this little arrows and saying dolly, so I know what's happening. And then once he hits center of frame, probably right about here, so he's going to end up in this position. Now I want it to be a close-up right here with his face. And like I said, you don't have to be a good drawer to be doing this. I just want everyone to be able to tell what's happening. Here, I want him to be talking about something. He's probably going to say something like, "I have come to fight you, blah 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 blah." Now I want the guy with the samurai sword to raise it above his head. Like this, and to show that he's raising his sword above his head, I'm going to be drawing arrows to signify that he's raising his sword. Keep in mind when you're filming this, you should be following all the same rules like you're there shooting the shot. So with this, I'm trying to keep in mind of the 180-degree rule and all of these little tiny factors. Like after this, since it's been so close up, I should definitely include that establishing shot, even though most people like to include it in the very beginning. So let's say this guy is over here on a balcony. I'm just going to draw this real fast with his samurai sword above his head, like so. And this guy is over here by this said tree with his nunchucks. And I like this sort of angle that it's downwards looking upon them. Now I'm going to have the nunchuck guy over here. He's going to be running, so arrows, drawing him running as fast as he can. I even want those like wind lines when he's running in the shot, so just to incorporate them now. So he's going to be running, and then this guy is going to be running, but I want him to be swinging his sword down. So he's going to do one of these. And I'm going to show this arrow with the sword. And he is going to start running. Sword, swing down, raises, sword, wide shot, running, And this is just the basics. This is just like a few shots, and it's going to make the scene just so much better when planning in your shots. Because now I know that I need to get all of these in order to get that first basic sequence set up. So probably when planning my shots, I would first want to film these wide angle shots and then pull him aside and film him doing all of these motions, and then pull him aside and have him with the close-up do the talk, then back the camera up real fast, and then have him run forward. Altogether, these shots should only take like 10 to 15 minutes if you have everything already set up. Now this video was just to talk about framing and lining your shots and writing in the blurbs, just to get you a feel for how storyboarding is done. This is very basic and everybody does it differently. This is how I do it, but nevertheless, thank you guys so much for watching. Share this with a friend, write down in the comments what you guys would like to see next, and thanks for watching. Bye.